everyone, this is Tony Beers here again for Movie Grades, and in this episode of Movie Grades, we will be talking about Venom. And before we begin this review, I'd like to mention it will contain spoilers. Before seeing this movie, one of my friends asked the ticket taker, how is the movie? And the guy said, it's not a Marvel movie, so don't expect an epic Marvel movie. Basically, keep your expectations low and you will enjoy it. And that's the best way to look at this movie. As far as the acting goes, everyone in this movie is pretty good. Tom Hardy is the best. His interactions with Venom is the best part of the movie. And since he also did Venom's voice, it's kind of like a one-man show. I didn't like the bad guy Drake, but I don't blame the actor. He's just not a great character. And the action is pretty good. It's not as good as a bigger Marvel movie or a big budget action movie, but for what it is, it's pretty good. The special effects are also pretty good for the smaller movie that it is. The story is also pretty good. It's a cliche Jekyll and Hyde story, but it's executed very well. Some will say that a Venom movie wouldn't work without Spider-Man, and while ideally a Venom movie would involve Spider-Man, I think this movie worked well without him. Plus, to add Spider-Man to the story would clutter the movie, and too much would be going on. The movie does have a few Spider-Man references, though. For example, one of the astronauts that brought the symbionts to Earth was John Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson's son. And Eddie Brock mentions that he was fired from a newspaper in New York. And there is a Stan Lee cameo, although Stan Lee didn't create Venom. With Disney's deal with Sony and the animated Into the Spider-Verse movie coming up, and movies like Doctor Strange introducing the idea of multiple universes, I think it's entirely possible that they could do a crossover with Venom and the MCU Spider-Man. Some people are calling this a comedy, and I have to disagree. While it does have a good amount of humor, it's well balanced alongside the action, drama, and even horror elements. It doesn't have too much humor that takes away from the seriousness of it like Thor Ragnarok. But if you're looking for a dark R-rated horror movie, you're looking in the wrong place. What's bad about it is some of it doesn't make sense. For example, the Venom symbiote tells Eddie that his name is Venom. Who named him? I kept thinking that its parents think that Venom was a good name to name a child. Then I remembered that its species reproduces asexually, so technically it only had one parent. Anyway, it's just strange that this alien creature who seemed to be motivated by instinct alone would have a name, let alone be named Venom. And the villain symbiote is named Riot, and they somehow know each other, and Venom knows Riot's plan. None of it really made any sense. Also, Venom says that he likes Eddie because Eddie is a loser like himself. Now, how is Venom a loser on his planet? Did he flunk out of symbiote school? Was he fired from his symbiote job? Did he lose his symbiote girlfriend? What exactly made him a loser? I would love to know. Lastly, I have to talk about the mid-credits scene. Eddie is granted an interview with a serial killer in prison. And of course, it's Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson. He is wearing the dumbest looking curly-haired red wig I have ever seen. He looks like he's auditioning to play Little Orphan Annie or Ronald McDonald. Now, comparing Venom to Venom's first theatrical appearance in Spider-Man 3, I would have to say that this is a better Venom character portrayal, but Spider-Man 3 is a better movie overall. So overall, Venom is a decent movie. It's not as good as most Marvel movies, but it's not as bad as what most critics are saying it is. I probably won't be buying it on DVD, but I did enjoy watching it. So my final grade for Venom is a solid C. I'm Tuna Beers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.